Hey everyone, so it's Megan. I'm back. As I said, I'm going to be answering questions, and I feel like this one's a very big one that a lot of people have been asking me, like even at school, about how I produced my own songs. Basically, the main thing is having a computer, but I feel like if you guys are planning to record, you will have one of those already. In your computer, if you get a Mac, it will come with GarageBand. GarageBand's a really good way to start. My first album was recorded in GarageBand. Most people say, oh, you need Logic, like Logic's better. And the thing is that in Logic, if you don't know how to use every single one of the things it brings, you're not getting it 100% out of it, and it's basically just using GarageBand. So if you have a GarageBand, that's a really good place to start. Then to connect, for example, your microphone or your piano, or different things you want to use, to your computer, you use this thing right here. This is I'm just going to get it to focus. It's a Scarlett 2i2. It has two mic inputs, right? And that's basically if you have like two singers recording, you can record them at the same time. As well as the fact that, as you can see, it has a little input in the middle and a mic one around it. So that's to plug the microphone in, but you can also plug in the guitar input in the middle, right? So right there, to record a guitar at the same time. Now, I wouldn't recommend recording the guitar and the vocals at the same time, because if you want to edit the vocals as a fresh vocal thing, you don't want the guitar in the background. The microphone will pick up the guitar. So a tip would be record your guitar, then record your vocals on top of the guitar. To do that, you also want to turn on the tempo on the GarageBand. It comes with one. So you can hear it in the headphones. It won't come up when you're recording, but so you keep in track, your guitar is on time. Because the worst thing that can happen is you go off time with the guitar and then your vocals are speed up, then nothing fits, drum kits are off, everything's a mess. To actually record the vocals, you need a microphone. This one's my Rode mic, comes with a little thing to get so dust doesn't go in the mic. Because if dust goes in the mic, then it'll just start getting worse and eventually just won't work. So this was the one I used, as a Rode mic. I'll link it below. I'll find it and I'll link it below. This right here is a pop filter. It did come with it, so if you buy this one, then it will come with the pop filter. What the pop filter does, which I've been asked a lot by some of you, is when you're recording and you say p or d or something comes with a really harsh, then it will come in the recording as a really loud peak, and you just don't want that. So that's what that prevents. It prevents. So the headphones. This is actually really important. I just put all of this together to like show you guys. Basically, I got these for Christmas last year. Sennheiser. I'll link all of these down below. I don't know if you can actually see it. So they're just headphones, but they're really good recording ones. This connects to the headphone input in the Scarlett 2i2 right there. However, if you want to play it back as you're done recording, you want to listen it straight from your computer, it screws off to a normal headphone thing. However, just because you can use it to listen to music on the train or whatever, I wouldn't, because it's a really expensive one and you want to keep it as safe as possible. Also, if you walk around with those, they might get snatched off you. Don't do that. Right, piano. So all those special effects you hear in the background, you're like, oh wow, did she record those? Did she get like a tambourine or whatever? No, I didn't. My piano's right here. I have another one right there. That's an old one. They're just regular pianos. If you want, you can get a MIDI piano, which is just 2 octaves of a piano, where that is really honestly good enough to record those sounds in the background. However, if you do have a piano keyboard, electronic one, to plug into your computer to record, it will be a lot easier because you can do lower sounds and harmonize it, so on and so forth. And that is really useful. You cannot record anything without a keyboard. Don't do it. I mean, you can try. I'm not saying you don't. I'm saying if you want to record it on the computer with the little keyboard that it comes with, go ahead. It won't sound as good. It won't be as good. But if that's where you're starting off, then I guess it's good, right? cables. So there's a lot of different types of cables. My mind's already like... So this one is my guitar. So one end goes into the guitar because I have an electroacoustic guitar. If you have an electric guitar, that's good as well. It depends the effect you want to get. That's another thing you can do in GarageBand. You can make it sound like it's acoustic when you're actually using an electric. It won't sound 100% acoustic. People that have the ear to see those things, they will figure it out that you're not actually using an acoustic, but it gets you there. This one goes from the guitar to the Scarlett thing. And then you have this little gray thing that I think this came with the Scarlett. I'm not quite sure. I'll search it up now. If it does, then I'll just link the Scarlett. If not, I'll link the cable as well. Right, so this is just a USB, right, regular USB. This one, I'm not sure what these are called. I think there's some weird ass name for it, and I just never learned it. So it's just kind of like flat in the bottom, flat at the top, and it's kind of like a little rectangle square thing. This goes into your piano, and this would go into your computer. That's why I have this, because I have the new Mac. And it's annoying, yes, but it works really well. Right, vocals. The important thing that I've learned, because I have a teacher who helped me through this process, because I knew a bit, but not too much, so he taught me all of this. The presets that there's in GarageBand to like make your voice sound better, or like make it sound brighter, make it sound more beautiful and all that. Don't use them, because they will distort your voice and you will get a not very professional sound, really. So, to use reverb, I'll put a screenshot in, and in there you can find the reverbs, and there's different types of reverbs, and you can edit it to fit your own voice. Now that's when Logic comes in handy, I guess. I've used it a few times, not very often, but they have more options on how to like make it more personalized of a reverb for you. There's less options in GarageBand, but it's good to start with, honestly. You don't need Logic right now. Harmonies. So when recording harmonies, make sure they're not nearly as loud as a main vocal, because you want to hear the main vocal, and the harmonies are just to add volume or like depth to the vocal. So lower the volume and add more of a reverb that make it sound like it's further away, kind of like a churchy sound effect, because that will add the depth that you want. Right, amps. Amps are important when you want to play back what you've listened to in different types of output. So you want to play it on your iPhone, you want to play it with the headphones, you want to play it with the amp. You want to get a general idea so that it sounds good everywhere. Right. This is the amp I've got. It's really heavy, guys. I'm getting Guitar, which is a British store. I don't know if there is one in America, but it's just a Fender amp. So Fender's pretty much global, so you'll be fine. It's just the cable for my amp plugged in there. You can input a guitar, and you can, yeah, pretty much that's basically all you can do. It's a pretty small one, but I'd say I was pretty happy when I got it because it works perfectly. You don't need something bigger than that when you're trying to play it at home. You don't want to deafen your whole family. Right, I think that is it. I will link everything I talked about down below. If you do have a Mac, use it. You don't need 2 Macs, okay? I only have one. But if you do just have one at home, use that one, move it around, make the effort, and it will be good enough. Because there's GarageBand there. You don't have to do anything about GarageBand. GarageBand comes with. And if you don't have a Mac, I would recommend getting one. Get a secondhand one. But if you honestly can't have access to any computer, Mac computer, then there is other ones in non-Apple computers. My boyfriend actually knows more about that because he's been trying and he's been actually succeeding. There is some really good ones. In fact, there's one that comes with the Scarlett. There's I'm not quite sure of the name, but it comes with, and it's really good. The reason why I didn't use it was because I was already really familiar with GarageBand, but this one actually, if you buy this, you have an app. That is it, guys. So have a good day, and stay tuned for more videos because I will be posting a lot more.